Hi gorgeous blog readers and YouTube viewers, welcome to my second video. My name's Fleur in case you missed the first one, and what I'm going to show you today is how to do a 40s faux bang. I was going to do the combination of faux bangs and victory rolls, but A, I thought I'd ease you in gently, and B, I recently had my hair cut, so I need to kind of experiment a little bit with it. So without further ado, the essentials that you need for this tutorial are hairbrush, which I didn't explain last time I added it into the comments, but in case you're wondering, the brand is Mason Pearson and it's a nylon and boar bristle hairbrush. You'll also need a comb with a tail for creating nice partings. You'll need a handful of Kirby grips, also known as bobby pins if you're an American. You will need a headscarf of some kind. Mine's a chiffon. It's a square shaped chiffon headscarf that I folded into a triangle. Hairspray, of course. Tresemme freeze hold. And last but not least, my secret weapon, which is dun, 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 a hair rat. Now this hair rat, I'm not going to hold it up any closer because it's a bit disgusting really, but this hair rat actually started off life as one of those bun rings which you must have seen in the shops. You can buy them from, you know, loads of different places. What I did was cut it in half and then got out my needle and thread and stitched around the top a little bit and the bottom obviously, because otherwise it will unravel, and this one is unravelling a little bit because it's quite old now. I do need a new one really. But what I did, instead of creating a whole hair rat from my own hair, which is, you can find guides to doing that, just keeping the hair from your hairbrush and sticking it in a hairnet, which I find to be a little bit disgusting. I just put the hair from my hairbrush on the ends, which is quite disgusting enough, frankly. But also the advantage of using one of these is you get a nice uniform size. So let's get started. What I do, get my tail comb, and I usually start from the parting because it's obviously easier, it's there, and I go in a semicircle around the top, going reasonably far back, getting enough hair in there, and down the other side in the same sort of place. Now actually, what I'm actually going to do is get a little bit more hair out because I'm not using the rest of the hair for anything, so it helps. The more hair you have, the easier it is to cover the rat. So you've sectioned off a section of hair, if you can see, sort of a semicircle. Brush it out nicely, obviously. I like to use a little bit of hairspray, or the same serum that I used in my other tutorial, which I've not brought out with me to use. Not too much because you don't want the hair to be all stuck together. So just a little coating to make it sort of smoothed out. So then I take my rat and place the hair right in the centre. Tightly start rolling, making sure everything is in there, and just roll it up. Now, as I keep saying, roll it up tightly. You don't want it to be too loose. So I like to stop when it's kind of in the middle of my forehead, because I don't personally like it when all you can see is forehead and it's just perched right on the top. So stopping there in the middle. Now what I do is I bend the sides up one by one. So the ends are just on the inside of the parting. Kirby grip in the end, like so. And then another Kirby grip. I tend to use about 2 in each side because then I use extra ones to tidy it up a little bit and anchor the hair in a little bit better around the side. So one side, and then other side. So that's in, nice and secure. Dipping down in the middle, like the sort of the classical U-shaped fringe, not too straight. So all I do now is spread it out gently. Now you want to do it, you want to kind of budge the hair over evenly so that there are no gaps, and so that what coming from the middle stays in the middle, and then the side bits stay at the sides, if you catch my drift. What you don't want is any really obvious gaps in the middle either, and not too many. You know, obviously you need a rat that matches your hair colour as well as possible, although they only seem to come in three: blonde, black and mid-brown. So that's about even. Now you get these bits here, and I just tuck them inside. Now what I might do actually is take another curvy grip and just anchor those bits down a little bit like that. Now you may find that the ones you've stuck in the ends pop out a bit, so you might need to push them in a bit. And what I'm now finding is that the curve is slightly being lost, so I'll form it back into place a bit. And spray it down. You have to forgive my very strange face that I pull when I do hairspraying, which one only realises when one looks at oneself on video. So because my hair is a bit wispy and flyaway, I tend to get bits. I'll pay special attention to the edges and make sure that the flyaway bits are sprayed under. So that, in a nutshell, is that. What I do for a daily look, which is simple, I'll throw the back up in some way. You can do it much more neatly than I'm doing it now. Just using a couple of curvy grips to secure a very quick and dirty French pleat. And then I get my chiffon headscarf. I'm going to roll it and wrap it in on itself twice so that it's a triangle, then roll it up twice so it's in a strip. And then I'll tie it around my head. Not too tightly because then it slips off. I like to have it covering my ears slightly, but that's just again a personal preference. So I fluff the bows out. I'll secure it at the top just by the fringe so it's slightly concealed. It helps that it's black and the sleeper clips are black. And that's it. That is my very quick hairdo, which is quite easy to do to work. It's windproof, it's 40s, goes with the whole factory girl out. You know, I'm wearing my factory girl overalls today. So hopefully that's been a help to you. I will, when I've had a play around, show you how I do 2 victory rolls on either side to make it all kind of merge into one, which is a much more elegant evening look. But basically that's my faux bangs in a nutshell. So I hope you've enjoyed watching, and let me know what you think as usual. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, because I'll be doing more over the coming weeks. So talk to you all again soon.